My name is Ryan Amadi. I am a multidisciplinary artist. My main medium is acrylics. I work with acrylics, and I am also a tattoo artist and a filmmaker. It's really interesting. When I started art, I started working with, like I said, acrylics, and I created denim jackets and these denim jackets, like when I painted it and customized it for people, it's usually things that people cared about, things that are personal to people because they'll be wearing it on their backs, so they usually picked stuff that was that they liked, that they wanted to represent or have on them. And tattooing is kind of like that. It's people get work that is personal to them. A lot of people just get stuff because they like it, but a lot of time, even if they just like it, it's still personal to them. It's the specific stuff they've picked to like. So it's more of a journey for me of discovery of who someone is, and just an overall beautiful experience because I get to experience snapshots of a person's life, what they want to highlight. Sometimes people come to get tattoos for therapy, and it's so beautiful to be a part of that experience and just put permanent art on someone, because that's really cool to know that when they walk out of that appointment with me, I would forever be with them. Like, that experience is forever captured on their bodies. I just find it to be so beautiful. Making home here has been like an incredible experience for me because I applied to have my art shown there. I've applied to a lot of different exhibitions and never actually gotten accepted in anyone except like the members show at the Eastern Edge Gallery. And so I kind of applied to that, just not thinking I was gonna get anything. I was just applying just to apply because you miss all the shots you don't take. And getting that was so incredible to me because I think that's what my art has been about. Leaving Nigeria and coming here kind of made me question a lot about my identity, what I held to be true to myself, and what I thought was like a fact in society kind of shifted because I came here and everyone else had what they thought to be fact in society, and it was not at all what I had come here with, like the knowledge I had come here with. So it made me question a lot, and even drove my study into sociology and all that, because I was trying to understand what exactly makes a person, how should society organize, all that question around identity and social organization. So a lot of my art has been about understanding the human condition and how human beings can coexist. I have a specific lens as a Black person, which means marginalized group, and I experience oppression in the power system that exists. So I still do have that lens in my work, but I've also tried to step out of that and look at how else we can, or why the current system isn't working, and how to continue to exist properly, or continue to exist in a way that doesn't take away from who I am in here. And making home here kind of showed me that I'm not just the only one thinking about that. There's a lot of other artists who have that experience as well, because I see work from Jinok Song, who beautiful artist, and her work just shows exactly, like the girl in the window kind of shows exactly what I have in mind while I was like thinking about this and looking into these questions. And where are you from? Like the statement, where are you really from? That's just a beautiful statement, because it's something I think almost every immigrant here has had to deal with. So I think it's really opened my eye to the fact that I'm not alone in struggling with this question, and I don't know, this has been a beautiful experience for me. Okay, so last year I got into filmmaking. I picked up a camera. I was like, I really want to learn this medium because I've been recording a bunch of my art process and all of that. And the camera's always pulled to me because I pretty much grew up on films. I think everyone does to a certain extent. And so I started writing, and I actually got my first funded film this year. It's going to be announced by Picture now, so I'm so excited about that. Yeah, and I have been working on a project called The Art of Being Black, which involves creation of video portraits and photographs of black people in different spaces across Newfoundland. Because I had this conversation with someone. It's how are you? You're black and you're gonna stay here kind of conversation. And I usually is a popular any immigrant you speak to like has dealt with that. Most black people have dealt with that. Just even though they're from here, a lot of people are still very shocked that they're from here, and they're like, oh, where are you really from, kind of thing. And after having that conversation, and I was like, that's just what happens. That's just a conversation that happens. I kind of thought more about it, and I questioned that, and I decided to make art about that to challenge that perspective of thinking black people are transitory or temporary people in Newfoundland, because we have third generation black Newfoundlanders, which means we're going back a couple like 50, 100 years kind of thing. And if someone has stayed here for that long, it means we're part of the fabric of Newfoundland. So I wanted to make art about that because I've also noticed that a lot of black people that come here and intend to leave here and make home here don't feel comfortable existing in this predominantly white space. They feel very they go in and go out kind of thing. They don't have the mentality of this is ours and we're allowed to be here. This is our community. There's not that personal communal attachment to places in Newfoundland. So I decided to put black people in this predominantly white spaces or non-stereotypically black spaces, and make them feel comfortable there. Capture them as they feel comfortable there, to show that we are part of the fabric of Newfoundland, that we belong in Newfoundland, and this is our home.